What we need to strive going forward is that everyone's opinion, regardless how stupid it is, they should be able to say it. You shouldn't be able to cancel somebody or have someone fired because of a wrong think. Now, there are certain wrong think out there that are incompatible with society, such as if you're one of those kitty diddlers out there, you need to go somewhere else. You don't need to be in society because you're wrong. Across the board, you are wrong. But if you have a different set of an opinion on a medical procedure, such as getting vaccinated, well, it's not even being vaccinated. It's more of a therapeutic because you can still get it. Trust me. Whether it exists or not, I'm not here to debate that. There are some people out there that seem to think that this doesn't exist. Or there's some people out there that knows it exists, but do not like the way the government reacted to all of this. I'm under the impression that the way the government reacted to all this was wrong, and it continues to be wrong to this day. Such as when the potatoes surgeon fucking general decides that, hey, I think we should have someone's speech reduced or removed or censored off a... Basically, understand this. Spotify hired and put under contract Joe Rogan for up to $100 million for his number one podcast in the world. So he doesn't necessarily change what goes on. He has Dr. Robert Malone, Dr. Peter McCullough on, who have different sets of opinions on this vaccine rollout and the vaccine efficacy. Why are we trying to silence somebody? You see, when you try to silence somebody, you need to understand and investigate why the government doesn't want these doctors' voices being heard. You see, if we're not in a fascistic state, meaning that the government and big business are working together, well, we kind of already are. So when you have our government who uses proxies to go after Spotify, and I'm not a fan of Spotify, when you have them go after, as proxies for the government, go after Spotify and want people canceled, people removed, people's voice being shut off and silenced, I want to know why. So I know why. It's because it goes against the government's mandates, the government's idea. And especially when you got a leftist fucking trash fire that we have of a government right now, they don't want you to question anything. They want you to shut up and do what you're told. Why? Why can't I question? Shut up. No, fuck you, government. Fuck you. I'm going to question anything and everything I fucking want to. And it goes with you people on the right side of the political spectrum who question my motives or question, fuck you. You know what? It's a free fucking country. I can do what the fuck I want. I know the risks going forward in this world. I don't need somebody, faceless fucking douche canoe telling me that I'm wrong or I'm right or whatever. Fuck you. Don't tell me fucking I'm wrong or right. Don't be like the government. Don't be like the left. Your response for anybody on the right side goes, I have different sets of opinions of X, Y, and Z. Okay, cool. Are you telling me I can't say it? Well, no. I'm not telling you can't say it. No. Then we agree to disagree. We can go on with our life. But when you have the government and the Surgeon fucking General say, hey, shut Joe Rogan down, censor him. He has medical misinformation. What medical misinformation? He didn't say I should or shouldn't do something. All he said was, hey, I got a guy here, or a couple guys here, that have a different set of an opinion on a medical procedure. And they give out stats and ideas and why you should or shouldn't do something. So what? But when the government and their proxies come out and say, cancel them and shut them down, that should concern everybody. The problem here is it's not concerning really anybody on the left side of the political spectrum. Anybody essentially left of Pol Pot, Lenin, and Stalin all want you put into a re-education camp. Are we on the right side of the political spectrum out there? Are we going to go down that route? Well, it may come to a point to where when the boogaloo cooks off, we're going to have to put some people somewhere. I don't know. I don't want to get to that point because I don't want to be, one, in charge of that. Two, putting people there. It just isn't good because the left side wants you there, wants me there. They want us there for having dare question the government, dare question the Fauchmeister, dare question medical experts. So Vivek Murthy, the Surgeon General, has recently suggested Joe Rogan and his podcast, The Joe Rogan Experience, should be censored in order to reduce the spread of misinformation. So what happens if you stop Joe Rogan? You think all that misinformation is going to disappear? Of course not. But Joe Rogan is over the target and receiving all of the flack. Yes, you heard that correct. Because once they come after for Joe Rogan, they're going to come after for us. They're just going to keep going down the list until we fucking stop them fucking cold. Oh boy. The Surgeon General made this outrageous claim during an interview with MSCB's Mika Brzezinski, and she's got a fucking unfortunate fucking last name, and unfortunately that fucking father of hers. He goes, what do you think the best way to push back on misinformation about the COOF that continues to be aggressively pushed by whether it's Joe Rogan or all over Facebook? Well, Mika, it's such an important question because we can have the best science available. The key point is, what he just said there is the best science that they have right now. We don't know what's going to happen in the future. That shit you fucking jabbed in your arm could fuck you up later. It may not. It may. We don't know. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to cancel somebody. We're going to go after somebody's livelihood. We're going to go after someone personally because they chose to do something or not chose to do something. It's kind of insane, in my opinion. But to have the government, and the Surgeon General is the government, saying, yes, we should censor somebody is fucking wrong. And you know it. And I fucking know it too. He goes on to say, there's something I've always believed in as a doctor is that people have the right to make their own decisions. But, you know where this is going. They also have the right to have accurate information to make that decision with. So, are you saying that Dr. Peter McCullough, are you saying that Dr. Robert Malone are fucking lying out their ass? Dr. Robert Malone was instrumental of creating the mRNA vaccines. But he has a different set of opinions, according to him and his worldview. Is he right? Maybe. Is he wrong? Possibly not, because the way the government is going after these two guys is that they're trying to silence him for having the wrong set of facts according to the government. He also went on. Now when it comes to how we root out misinformation in society right now and give people accurate information, we've got to do several things. One, we've got to recognize that our technology platforms, in particular social media, have an important role to play. And there he goes. He wants all the big tech platforms to say, hey, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but you need to shut these fucking people down now. You need to silence them. They're going against the government narrative. Government narrative? How do I know you're right? We're just right. We wouldn't lie to anybody. But you've been known to lie to people for decades and centuries. And throughout history, all the way back to the beginnings of government, people have lied. People lie. Humans lie. So all of a sudden, you're You stop lying? Bullshit. After signaling out individuals who have a platform and a big following, the Potatoes Surgeon General declared that their responsibility is to, quote, make sure that we are thoughtful in what we are sharing, specifying that this is not about entertainment. It's not just about garnering clicks. This is about people's lives. We've seen time and time again, misinformation costs people's lives. He also asserted this is not about our government can do. This is about companies and individuals recognizing that the only way we can get past misinformation is if we are careful about what we see and what we use the power that we have to limit the spread of misinformation. That's going to be a critical part about how we get through this. Whatever. They keep saying the P word, the pandemic. It's fucking over. Especially if you live in the South. It's fucking over. Life has gone on. But there are some states out there that can't stop the fucking insanity. They want the insanity to continue because they love the fucking power they garner from all this bullshit. This is insane. Our own government's Surgeon fucking General is suggesting. They're basically saying, hey, we're behind you. You know what you need to do. You need to stop people for having fucking opinions. And me even going forward, I am not going to tell you what opinion you can or cannot have. I can say you're an idiot. I can say you're misinformed. I can say you're a stupid motherfucker about certain things. You may even say that about me. Don't give a shit. But we shouldn't, as collectively speaking on the right side of the political spectrum, tell people what they can and can't say. Because if someone's a racist, I want to fucking know and to fucking avoid them in the future. But if everyone's fucking silent and too scared to say anything, people keep it on the down low. I don't want to be associated with fucking racists, grifters, people who want to silence others. Now, again, if you're part of some company and that's what you want to do, more power to you. But listen, I don't want to do business with you if you're going to silence people for having a different set of opinions. And especially if you've got a big old thumbs up from the government and the Surgeon General stating that if you're a company A, you should silence people for having what we determined in our government as misinformation.